guys, welcome along part 3 of this 1 month build for the Mark IV tank. I'm doing it as a captured tank in from Germany. So it's going together well. I've just done the main hull and assembled I haven't assembled, I put the silencer halves together. Now the main hull needs a bit of a clean up. I get these wide flat sanding sticks from Models for Sale. They're really good because they're not absolutely solid, but they're fairly rigid, and they're good for wide open areas like this. You want to make sure you've got a flat side with no little lumps or bumps on it. They're really good for that, and they're great for heavy stock removal. If you're like reshaping a fuselage or something, they're really good for that, or a ship's hull. They start off white, and then you can see as you start to use them, they start to turn black, and then they go quite smooth in the end. So yeah, that's that done. So if you remember from part 2, we assembled the centre hull actually on one of the side plates, like so, and it goes together and it fits on there lovely now. So when that's all glued up, that'll be great. The exhaust, if we go back to the instructions, section 4, it tells you in here to glue the main exhaust to the 2 silencer halves. Don't do it. If you're going to build this kit, don't do that there. Leave it until you've done the next stage, because the next stage is fitting these pieces here that the exhaust goes into, and then you fit these brackets onto the top of the hull, and then the exhaust, you can see here, actually goes onto those brackets. So if you put this together and you get it misaligned, then it's not going to all line up, this way. So yeah, best to leave that until you've got section 5 done. Put all those brackets across, then put this on and glue it together and let it go off. I've sanded this silencer down. The way I did that was with these beautiful flory sanding sponges, the blue ones, and just literally all you do is take the pegs off and literally just sand and sand and sand, just putting no pressure on, moving it around. Just got that until the seam disappears, and it is as simple as that. And you can see now on there there's a lovely seamless exhaust. I need to do some work on the ends, I think. I need to see exactly how much of that's going to be seen before I waste any time on that. And you'll also remember we built this part here, which is goes into the hole in the top, which is crazy. It should be done later on. The other thing I need to do is do some research and see if these corners here are supposed to be like a piece of angle iron, so they shouldn't have a joint in, and the same for like this joint here on the back, this joint across here on the top at the front, and then this joint here. And if they are actually supposed to be pieces of angle rather than 2 bits of metal butted up, then I'll put some Mr. Surfacer and I'll show you how I clean that up without destroying all the detail. So yeah, I'll get the parts cut off now for section 5, and then we'll take care of section 5 and section 6. So yeah, see you back in a second. Right, so I've got those parts all cleaned up. These are the parts that we need for step 5. So we've got the braces across the top of the roof, and then we've got the 3 heat shields, I guess they are, that go on the or air vents for the exhaust. So let's get on with these. One little tip for newer guys: when you see parts like this, you've got D10, D18, E35. The 10 and the 18 look very similar, other than the shape of this little cutout here. So it's always worth, before you cut them off the sprue, I've just written on the back with a pen 10 and 18. It's often better to use a pencil, especially if it's going to be painted over. If I painted over that with acrylic paints, the 10 and the 18 would come straight through the primer, straight through the paint, straight through everything. So yeah, don't use magic marker on parts that you're going to be painting over. Use them where it's hidden on the inside of the bits. So let's get on and fit these parts then. So number 10 goes on at the front. Let's get the instructions so you can see them. What we're doing here. Here we go, you can see them now. So yeah, number 10 goes on at the front, and the ripply shaped bit goes there, so I'm assuming it butts over. No, it goes over that, like that. So there we go. So that's why it's got the ripples there to go over the rivets. I don't know if you can see that there. So yeah, just get some extra thin, plonk it down in there. Same on the other side. And then we've got 18 next. That goes over there. So that's those two down. And then we've got E35, and we can see that it's got a the open part of it is here. I need to do a little bit more cleanup on that one. And so this one's got a little tab on the back that goes into that slot, like so. I haven't cleaned that one up, have I, properly? Duh. I'm tired, that's what I've had a hard day at work. Yeah, right. So yeah, I meant to say actually, it's what is it now? It's 20 to 5 on Friday, October the 12th. So looking forward to seeing some hangouts later on, either from the Pricks of Plastic or from International Scale Modeler. If you go on there and you see me in the chat, please say hello. And yeah, tell your friends about me as well if they want to see a out of the box build every single step of the way. And tell your friends and get them to subscribe. I'm getting greedy now, so I've got 122 as of today. So that's 22 subscribers in what, 3 days? So I'm 4 days. So I'm really chuffed with that. Thanks, guys. You know, thanks for your support. I will say, looking at this now, if you look at this now, I can move that around to get it central over there. The fit of the parts on this kit isn't anything like as good as later, newer Takom kits that I've built. So yeah, it's worth bearing in mind if you get this one. Right, so E33 is the one with the bolts on, and it goes that way by the look of it. Yeah, E32 has got the little lugs on it, so this one's going to go that way. So we'll put that there like that. That's gone down lovely. And then we've got E15, that one's going that way with those little shells there pointing forwards. So this one's going to slot in there. Oh, that's a nice, I thought it was a nice fit, no it's not. It's a tight fit. So it kind of holds itself there while you put the glue on. Give that a little push down. Yeah, I think this is not an amazing design by Takom here. This is all a bit floppy. If I had thought of building it on that jig, it would have been a nightmare, I think, getting it to stay together. Because as I say, the fit, the joins, all these corners, all these joints, they're not that good. And there's gaps that are bigger than I think they should be, even if there's supposed to be a gap there. I think the gap should be a like a straight panel line gap rather than a just a mismatch, you know. So that's those on. So I'm going to jump straight over to section 6 before anything dries and put the silencer in here. So that's sat there. Now I'm going to take the exhaust. I remember I split the end open when I drilled it. I've covered it with some Mr. Surfacer, and that's lovely again now. That's all going to be black and sooted up. So I'll stick the exhaust pipe into the back of the manifold, and then these brackets here will go down onto the brackets that I've just added. There's a slot in the back there. Yeah, it's all a bit tight. Yeah, that one doesn't want to go in there. That needs thinning down a bit. It's just that the slot in there looks like it's too narrow. Maybe this peg's a little too long as well. Let's try that. Put the silencer in there. I do think that second one wants to go in, and then that should go down into that hole there, and then that should line up. Oh, I see. There's a moulded on bracket there. So oh, there we go. This is all going to take a bit of fiddling, but the idea of this exercise is just to get it so that peg out one of these weak wooden pegs. Send it all over the place. Yeah, the idea is just to make sure this pipe is glued to the silencer like so, in the correct orientation. So I've put the glue down in there. Got a peg on there. And there we go, all the brackets have stayed lined up, as you can see there. So yeah, remember, all I've done is glued that pipe into there. Now when that's gone off, I can take it off and do some work on the joints on the manifold. I'm not going to be too fussy about it because it's going to be rusted up anyway, but you get the idea, I'm sure. So there we go. I think I'll start keeping these segments short and sweet because they take forever to upload at the moment. I don't know why my upload speed seems to be slow. It's like a 20-minute video is taking like 3 hours to load. So anyway, I think I'll call that a day there. Thanks for watching. This has been part 3. I think we're probably about 15-20 minutes anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back with part 4 quite possibly later today. Today being Friday, so yeah, we'll see. But yeah, please like and subscribe, please tell your friends about it, and get your comments in down below. Tell me what you think about this build, tell me what you think of the kit, tell me what you think of anything you've built, or any experiences you've had with this kit. So yeah, I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.